Kenny Holt, my man, how you doing?
What's up, man? Midweek.
Midweek is
Midweek.
it's Monday, bro.
I meant to say mid-month. Mid-month of September, bro.
Already, right? Already crazy,
Mid-month
right?
September. Yeah, man. Monday got to me. I'm just still mad from yesterday, bro.
Oh, the football?
How we lose to the Cowboys?
Oh, the Giants. Oh boy,
How
yeah,
we
you
losing
guys
that
had it.
fashion, man, bro?
Hey, look, my Vikings played terrible on fucking Sunday football, so
Yeah, my man Flash said it best. I'd rather get blown out crazy than to lose a heartbreaker like that because that was
Oh
just
yeah,
hard. That was just
overtime. Russell,
overtime. We had it. Russell looking like Seahawks. Russell,
that's
yo,
right.
we had it, but
Neighbors was balling, so just couldn't get a fucking stop, bro. I mean,
just couldn't get a
my
stop.
team last night too couldn't get a fucking stop. Anyway,
So I got Giants gear that's waiting to be worn, but I can't do it.
what, you gonna wait until they win a game?
I mean, you always want to show off, right? When your team wins on a Sunday, you show off, going to work, be like, yeah, my team won.
True, but listen, real quick. I think they have one of the most difficult schedules to begin with, so I don't know when they're getting a W. So you might have that gear chilling in the back for quite a while.
You know what, man? You know what? Let's not talk about you guys because y'all lost the last time we was on the show.
No. Last time we were on the show, we won. Remember?
Oh yeah, y'all beat the
Beat the
Bears.
Bears, but
That's right.
now we lost last night to Atlanta, and now my quarterback is out 2-3 weeks with a high ankle sprain. Look at that.
Ain't that something? Look at
Ain't that
that.
a bitch, right?
Hey, look at that. But oof.
Um,
Eat tonight. Eat tonight.
you can follow Kenny on social media platforms at Cowabunga_K_E_N. Myself, Randy J. Cruz, R-E-N-D-Y, letter J-C-R-U-Z. Find the podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music when I finally get a fucking chance to upload the audio. Also, youtube.com/Cruise Control Podcast. Go ahead, download, rate, comment, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Show some love and support for your boys on the program. We are doing this live right after Monday Night Raw. Monday, it's September 15th on X and YouTube. So any questions, comments, feedback from SmackDown on Friday, Raw tonight, WrestlePalooza coming up this Saturday. Anything you want to talk about in the world of professional wrestling, hit us up in the chat. We'll get right to it. My man Noob, always on time, man.
Noob.
Doing good, man. Doing good. Just recap Raw a little bit. Some
Mm-hmm.
other topics from wrestling throughout the week. We'll get right to it. So, Kenny, man, talk to me before we get into other topics around the world of wrestling. What did you make of Monday night, the go home Raw for before WrestlePalooza this Saturday?
I think it just I think it really lead this episode of Raw was like a nice little appetizer. I think people ate off good before they get in the main course on Saturday.
Mhm.
The ending to the Usos and the Vision. Um, I feel like I saw it on Twitter. It's like its own version of the Bloodline. And hey, man,
Mhm.
no matter what kind of plate, what kind of bowl you serve, what kind of silverware you use,
Yep.
the Bloodline's still going to keep on surviving. I mean, no Roman, no problem. No Solo, no problem. Now we got the Usos. I feel like now we're hitting this with like different variants of like that's how big the bloodline is. Like now we're hearing it, now we're seeing it from a different turn or different point of view of
Yeah.
how it can be created. Roman was the head honcho. Then where Rock came in within his bloodline. Solo tries to go on his own. He went on his own. Now we're getting it from the point of view from the Usos. Now
Mhm.
we're getting it from Jay, if he wants to be. So it's a lot of animosity. You saw at the end, LA Knight gave a receipt to their
Jey
receipt
Uso.
Jay Uso, the BFT. So
That's right.
we thought they were going to, put things down, put it in the past. But I think we're gonna get some. Probably they're probably building something between LA Knight and Jay Uso.
Mm-hmm.
How Jimmy's involved, so I almost thought like it was gonna give the 1D to LA Knight, but Usos vision that's gonna look good. We're getting a lot, especially with Punk, AJ Lee,
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins, and Becky. I like that segment was pretty entertaining. That was very entertaining, very funny. They really played off each other very well, especially used the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really good. Mike talk, good work.
Yep.
Becky, she really has some good. Seth Rollins, he really pressed on. I think this just gave more again for AJ Lee to really soak in everything because everyone missed her for these past 10 years. So
Yep.
yeah, kudos to Becky and Seth, really feeling that fuel, that fire, and just like letting it play. So because AJ was just getting the pop and the energy from the crowd. So, Seth and Becky, they really just help elevate and just build more talking with AJ,
Mm-hmm.
there. So and then I think my one match I'm really intrigued to see is for the women's championship between Io Sky and Stephanie
For
Vic-
care, yeah.
Stephanie Vickers because this is really intriguing because both talents they fought. We finally saw Stephanie on fighting in a match on Raw. That's not a main event. If you know, you know. If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really interested to see how this women's match is going to go, especially with Asuka,
Oh
with
yeah.
Rhea. So this all really is going to. That's my one match I'm really going to like buckle down to see, especially because we can get so much with that, and especially if it could turn the other way. We're definitely gonna have a new women's champion, but
Mm-hmm.
gonna be the champion. So
That's right.
interested in seeing that.
A few things. As you can see in the back, or if you're watching live, you see the big TV behind me. The Buccaneers and the Houston Texans are in the fourth quarter right now.
34 seconds.
1914 Houston. I got 42.
Oh, my
You're
TV fast. Okay.
fast, fire stick. So also one more game coming up. The Raiders and the fucking Chargers. So
If you're on the west side,
uh,
this is like, oh, this is cake for
yo,
me. But you're on the
this
east
is
coast.
crazy. Again, if you're watching us live on X and YouTube, hit us up in the chat. Any questions, comments, feedback you might have. We really appreciate your love and support on the program. Yeah, Raw. I was out. I had it on the phone, kind of just tapping in. I saw Cena do the promo in the beginning.
Yeah,
Still no interaction with him and Brock before Palooza, which you would have liked to see them in the ring at least for a little while. I mean, you ain't got a scrap, but at least have Cena and Brock in the same ring at the same time. At least give even going back to Brock on Friday, at least giving an indication or a reason why you have this newfound beef with John Cena, or you just felt like you were bored, and I just felt like going outside and just fucking up John Cena twice. And John still has not gotten the receipt, so you might get that at Palooza. Then you fast forward to what else? I saw the Becky stuff, which is hilarious. Her,
that was
AJ,
good.
Punk, and Seth. AJ saying, thank you for reading my book. I did not read yours.
Yours, that's funny.
She smacked Seth, and Seth was like, "Yo, I got someone that I can fight you." And Becky was like, "Nah, chill.
That was funny as hell.
I ain't fucking with it."
That was
She
funny
leaves,
as
and
hell.
they do a little. They pull a little okey doke. They come back in the ring and they get their one uppings on Punk and AJ. The way AJ showed that move was like really perfect and like ooh nice and like symmetry. Like oh okay, like she hasn't missed a beat.
That
So
was a nice bump, but 10 years out of
a
it.
perfect bump. Um.
She
Oh,
really,
second and goal for the Bucks.
yeah, man. And she really shouted out. She was like, "I may be crazy, but hey, I'm a crazy. I could stab someone crazy Puerto Rican from Jersey." I'm
That's
just like,
right.
oh, hey,
Yeah.
respect,
Well.
respect. But AJ is we looking forward to what she can do.
Mm.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Your team is ahead of me, so probably something popped off. Buccaneers, they scored?
yes, sir.
Ah, there you go. See?
Rush.
Let's go.
One
Rushing.
point,
Okay.
1 point game. 2019. They going for two now.
So how much time left? Is the game's over?
It's like seconds. It was 9 seconds, so it has to be like 4 or 6 seconds.
Oh shit! Look at that. Yeah, we're trying to manage football, wrestling all at the same time. Kenny TV's faster than me, so I think the Bucks are probably going to win this game against the Texans, and you still got the Chargers and Raiders after that.
6 seconds.
Um, 6 seconds.
Yeah, turn
Damn,
around. Look.
got him. Did they convert on 2 points?
They're waiting.
Are they waiting? Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, real quick. So we got Bailey returned.
That was okay. What do you think of how did you feel about, Bailey coming back, and how she's perceiving the split personalities, Ding Dong and the Hugger?
I think I'm kind of caught in between because I just don't want her to go back heel when she came off a heel run a year ago. But if they're gonna portray the split personality, one day I'm hugging, the next day I got an attitude and back and forth. It's like, then she helped Lyra. I was like, okay, I just don't know where they go from here with Bailey and this story with Lyra. She was hugging the entire crew, running around the ring, hugging, being all nice and generous. Where they go, I don't know. I just don't want them to fuck it up. But if you're gonna keep this split personality thing with her, let's make it like, all right. So next week she's got to be on that type of attitude where she's tight, she's angry, she's upset. Like every other week she could be good guy, bad guy, stuff like that. But today, I don't know if I expected her to come back so quick. I'm not saying she was hurt or anything, but I'm saying like to pull this off like right away. Like I thought they'd let it marinate a little bit more, but I think the crowd threw me off because it was such a smaller arena than most times for Raw, so I didn't really feel like that impact, the pop for when she came out. But listen, we'll see how it goes. But I think they should really do something with this, where one week is good, one week is bad, and all that stuff. So
I was gonna ask you as well. Like, do you think like someone like Bailey her her accolades, the wrestling she speaks for herself. Do you think someone like Bailey can pull this angle off of between Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Joker, and Batman? Like, do you think that she's able to pull this off? That we could see something like really special this between this Harvey Dent or this Jekyll and Hyde type of personality?
I think Bailey's talented enough to do all that. In this day and age, it's like it's not really up to her. It's the writers, it's the storytelling, it's what they present to her right in front of her. Like, oh, now if they let her have full autonomy and full, like, I have 1,000% input on what this is gonna be or what this is supposed to be in my head, I think she can master that. It's just like what kind of writing is going to be presented to you to go out there. Like if you're going to do Jekyll and Hyde, today was so Jekyll was the good person, right? The good side. I'm bugging. Hyde is the bad person, right?
Yeah, Jekyll is the doctor, Hyde is the monster.
Okay, so today with Jekyll, hugging, all right, all that good stuff. Hyde got to pop out at some point in time. But are you doing this to the same person? To every time is she going like to Lyra? Hey, how you doing? And then all of a sudden, or is it different people? Like that's the fundamental thing you have to think about when it comes to the storytelling of like that kind of split personality kind of thing. Like I think Sting did that in TNA with the whole Joker thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like that Sting, like this guy, he really, really went. He dove in. I need Bailey to dive in to all that. I think she can. It just how much reign are they going to give her? How much rope are they saying? You know what? This could be your thing. We'll take a step back. We'll trust you. But I mean, we saw something today. It was cool, but nah, I think she has to flip here and there to perfect what she's trying to master.
Hmm.
What do you
Because
think?
um, like I was very interesting of how I think from I know you said prior like give it a chance to marinate, but I think we as the fans like we wanted to see her come back. Like we've been seeing a lot of the backstage,
Hmm.
cut promos. It's good to see, but we actually want to see her actually perform. It's different when you see it on screens. Like, yeah, we're intrigued, we're interested. We're seeing a lot of warm ups. I think we've seen like 2 3 weeks, even prior before when she stepped back when she had her last, when she last performed. We
Yeah.
wanted to see like even when it comes with that split personality, it changes and it shows within your craft and like your move set. That's one thing I noticed. Like,
Mm.
what is she trying to do? Is she really going to? Is her move set changed to more like vicious, vindictive, or is her moves or the way that she's performing is she more to saying that hey, I'm a veteran, I'm I'm one of the wrestling goddess, I can perform with anybody, I can outperform you, and you know what? I'm not here to hurt. I'm just here to make a statement. When you got the other side of the when you got the Two Face, the big bad Harv, for those that watch Batman the animated series,
Oh, Harvey Dent. Yeah.
yeah. So that side is more like and very indecisive, very cunning, very deadly. Their move, their point of view is, I'm going to beat the hell out of you, and this is how I'm going to do it. I don't care about your legacy. I don't care what you're going to do. I'm here to make a statement, and you're going to know who the hell I am. So, for one thing, we know who Bayley is. Damage control, ding dong,
Hmm.
hugger. So, and if we see this, we can see how this all plays out from her interactions with different wrestlers to when she's in the ring. So this can really tell a lot more from either inside of the ring and outside of the ring. So someone like Bayley, and I think this will really pick up, and this can really blast off, in my opinion.
I think with the Bailey character that I think they're going to lead into, if this is, you're doing a Jekyll and Hyde, like the little details have to matter. Um, like today, she's hugging, she got purple hair. Okay, cool. So let's say that the next time she pops out is, when she had the black hair and the glasses and she's talking all funny and the ding dong and like, or dressed in all black, and she ain't hugging nobody. She's walking to the ring. She looks upset, tight, aggravated, at everybody, the world, and like just using, like you said, the two-face aspect of like, all right, let's dig into that. Let's dive into the psychological elements of what the character could be. Because if you're gonna have her with hugging and the purple hair today, and then you know next Monday, it's like, then what were the vignettes really all about? Why was she talking to herself? Why was she having these flashes? Like dig into how you did the Mick Foley with the Mankind, the Do Love, the Cactus Jack. Like so many characters have did the split personality or been in that realm, like a Taker, like a Bray Wyatt. Dig all of that into her because she could play the shit out of a heel role. It just me like damn, like she came out of that. But if that's what's coming down the pipeline, then sign me up. Is it going to be Lyra all the time? Like if can you be Hyde with Becky? Can you be Hyde with Roxanne? Can you be Hyde with Raquel? Like all everybody on the roster, they all can get it. You know what I mean? So it just depends on what they do with her and who she's gonna be portraying this character up against. Because there's a lot of time, a lot of elements that they can really tap into.
Mm, I agree. So I think we might see more happen at Palooza. If not, maybe SmackDown. But I feel like
Well,
this is gonna.
listen. Now they tagged. Listen, and we go around. So they tagged Lyra into Homecoming tomorrow. So Tiffany it was not. Again, we don't know if it's kayfabe or not, but she's medically not cleared to perform.
Right.
So she's out. Lyra is in. Now, do you do a Bailey thing tomorrow at NXT Homecoming? Which, hey, when you talk about NXT, you got to mention Bailey as one of the Mount Rushmores and all the the major conversations. Probably one of the best women's NXT matches of all time. Not only NXT, but in all of wrestling for females.
Facts.
So does she play a part tomorrow? Does the hide come out tomorrow and maybe help, not help, but maybe make a way where they lose the match, Lyra, Stephanie, and
Rhea.
Rhea Ripley. So maybe that's day number one, where she portrays that different personality and it helps Lyra lose. So or makes her lose. So maybe they do it tomorrow.
Maybe. That will come out almost really good.
Yeah.
But that would be really good, and that will play in more so with interesting characters in the locker room that could also bounce off maybe with Stephanie and Io's match. But who knows what the pen might have? The multiverse is open.
Mm-hmm.
Which panel, which door are you going to go through?
Yeah.
So I think with that, but you're definitely right about that. You don't have talk about NXT without talking about Bayley. So
Yeah, bro, going to your point, I'll give you credit. I think I'll write this down 22. I think if they were to portray this Bailey mixed character, split personality, it would be dope. Again, I don't know how intricate they would go with the wardrobe, but obviously you can't like
all
half the
right,
face.
if
But
if
at
you
least the
have
wardrobe is half some like good colors, and other half is like the bad colors, like Harley Dent was, where in the comic he had the TV show was white, then was black.
I think she had that on tonight. She had like a white blazer, black shirt. It was like half and half with that. That could
Really,
make
my
yeah.
bugging or she?
Well, she came out in the AJ Lee shirt, but when she was in the back with Lyra,
Uh
she
huh.
had on like black shirt and a white like blazer or so.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, I see it.
So
And look, someone even put it out like an hour ago about the two-face gimmick of half black, half white. Look at that.
so
And I'm dead
yin
ass just
yang,
looking at it right now.
yin yang, light and dark. So all right, you doing the clothes. What else would you what else are you changing? I mean, we see other things probably we see in like, probably do how they do the fingers, but you would change like the hair. One side is which I mean, one hair is black and it's purple.
Yeah.
You would
For
be
me,
going
one side purple, one side something funky. Like,
red.
I mean, if she has a white and black outfit, the purple could be on the white side, and then something weird and funky on the black side.
Mm.
Like, listen, we can have all the ideas in the world, and obviously other people on social media have picked up on it, but this is the part where you really get active. Let's get active with the shit. Like, if we're gonna go all in, let's go fucking all in. Like Bailey, pop out with the half jacket, half suit with the black and the white, purple on one side, blue on the other side. Talk your shit 1 second, and then go back to your other character. Like, yo, this could be really bugged out, but it's like,
Flip the coin.
are they gonna write that for her?
I mean,
No. If she brings the coin out, and then now we're getting
if you
now we're
flip,
getting funky
if she flips the coin like that,
like that.
you live. I mean, come on, man.
Bro, it's right there. It just
If you
yo
cannot say
Bailey, if you watching, yo, you got to pull up the two-faced character. Like, let's do it.
you cannot say that pro wrestling and pop culture cannot go together because wrestling is everything. Pop culture is everything. You can do
Wrestling
that.
is everything. That is a fact. That's right. New Bailey is going crazy, but she okay.
Marshall Mathers crazy, LP crazy.
So Noob, she's going crazy today, right?
Tomorrow,
Now, do they pull the trigger where she goes crazy tomorrow on Lyra? but it's like it can't be the same outfit. It can't be her just running in, start hugging people. We, like I said, let's get active with this character and really develop, because this is a real prime opportunity for her to explore. Like there's honestly, Kenny, there's nothing for her right now, and I said it respectfully.
Mm.
But if you build a character, like, oh shit, like, nah, this is funky. This is some comic book shit. Now I'm like, sign me up. Sign me up.
Mm.
What else we got, Kenny?
We have we have we have, like I said, if you saw the match between Io Sky and Stephanie, well, sorry, not Io Sky, Stephanie Vaquer and Kyrie Zane, that match tonight, it's
Yeah.
basically everything's the lead up before the women's championship match.
Hmm.
That's going to be it's going to be pretty good. Asuka,
Oh,
if
Noob's favorite. That's
if
Noob's
Asuka,
favorite.
if it ain't like legit, like there's a cliff and where to push, like Asuka's right there and she's looking over it. So, but before then, Rhea was right next to Stephanie, saying that whoever wins the match, I'm coming for you. Whoever it is, I'm coming after you. So, what are you looking for that might happen between the world women's world championship match at WrestlePalooza?
I'm going to answer that after I get to Noob.
Yeah, new.
Uh, Oscar heel turn. Noob says Oscar's heel turn is getting closer, because I get the feeling that the Oscar and Io Sky storyline is pretty much going to be a long term storyline, because I don't want the WWE to waste Oscar's heel turn. Um, you can get that heel turn as early as Saturday. You know, Io Sky is in the chip match with Stephanie. You see Oscar getting upset that Io is kind of friendly with Stephanie, and all that, and it's be a prime opportunity to, you know, make her lose. You begin that one-on-one rivalry. Stephanie now gets her challengers for the world championship. It it has shenanigans written all over it. It has shenanigans written all over it. It's just a matter of who's getting involved. Is it Asuka? Is it Rhea? Um, Kyrie Sane. Do we get maybe a possible returning Liv Morgan? I don't know. So I was gonna say, yo, is someone truly walking out with the strap on Saturday?
Mm,
Like, can you do the match? There's no winner, and it's still like, yo, all right, damn, because all this other bullshit's going on to really extend this storyline, or you really have a winner. I think Stephanie could be the winner, but only at the hands of an Oscar heel turn to Io Sky.
mm.
But he asked me, I love shenanigans. I love Liv Morgan coming back. Yo, I never lost my shit. All this, going on. I never lost. I got hurt. This is really my shit. But for the time being, if she ain't ready, then put the strap on Stephanie. They're focusing on her more. Obviously, NXT tomorrow night, and you got to do Io and Oscar at some point in time, right? This is the prime spot to do it.
It is. I think. Oof. It will be. It's all gonna lead up, especially with everything from NXT, and then it's gonna go. I think with Stephanie, Io, Oscar, Rhea. I think this is gonna go all the way to. It's gonna go all the way to War Games. I say probably it could even possibly go into Royal Rumble. That's pushing it, but if you want to make this some good storytelling, especially how Asuka and Io have really
Hmm.
good history.
And you got Crown Jewel coming up
Crown Jewel at in Perth in
next month,
Australia. So you're in Rhea's hometown. So
which it smells like Rhea and Stephanie for the strap, yeah, for the world title. Stephanie and Rhea.
I would, you know what I would do? I would give Rhea and Io. Rhea finally gets the win over Io in Perth. That would be a real big for Rhea.
So what is Io? Io is not the champion in Perth, right?
I think Rhea, they might put the belt on Rhea in her hometown. They might put the belt on Rhea in her hometown with a win against Io Sky.
So only against Io. So what if Stephanie wins at Palooza and then what? She gets Rhea and then Rhea wins in Perth.
She could win in Perth, but I think the bigger win and the bigger one will come from against Io because if we look at the past history, Io and Rhea have NXT history. They had WrestleMania. They've had the match on
Mm-hmm.
Raw. Io beat Rhea for the women's championship, and
Mm-hmm.
this will be. But if that was to happen, what if Io loses to Rhea, but it's not clean? It's losing to with the help of Asuka. Maybe Asuka might mess up for Rhea, so it all pans through, and it will. I feel like the story will be better if you have Io and Rhea face off against each other again in Perth.
Okay.
You have that in Perth.
Or you get hold up, noob, Oscar Io at WrestleMania because maybe use all of her Mania losses as a way to finally get Oscar her Mania match. Um,
That's not bad.
I'm trying to follow what Kenny's saying, but Kenny is saying that you have Perf with Rhea and Io Sky. Obviously, this championship match coming up with Io and Stephanie. Now, I would assume Stephanie walks out as champion. If
I still think it's too early for Steph. Respectfully to Steph, I still think it's too early, especially how they not really prior to before, like they utilized. Look, Stephanie's gonna be a champion. Like she's great,
Mhm.
but I feel like the build on a lot of things they really did not draw well. Like they signed a contract and it wasn't really like publicized. Like she hasn't really been on TV more
Mhm.
like within matches or any other opening promos. I know with her and Naomi, it really sidelined that, but I feel like you still need to give more. Like we know, I know more Stephanie from NXT than how she is now with the Raw roster. Every time she's in the Raw roster, I still look at Stephanie from NXT, not
Mhm.
Stephanie that's now on Raw. Like a lot of the women now, they came from NXT. You were able to see how they were in NXT
Mhm.
versus on the main roster, and that's no shag because they're all great on both shows. But it's like I can't separate it. I can't separate. I'm still seeing Stephanie from NXT. Like it still has to something still has to like develop like a bigger push, a bigger type of jump. Like one thing about it, I think she needs someone to spark a beef with, spark a feud with, or have some type of rolling motivation, something that drives her. I know like she's doing well, she's working, but you need something else to give her some type of drive or push. And
And
just
that's why I feel like if she wins,
it it needs to okay.
if they have Oscar help, Oscar make Io win. Boom. Oscar and Io, you go over here. Stephanie, knowing that Crown is in Perth, you if you want to spark, you want to spark a beef, to the top. You start with Rhea. Now, does that mean Rhea walks out of Perth with the strap? I I I I won't do that only because it's like, all right, so what's the point of putting the strap on Stephanie for what, a month? And go right back to Rhea. Like Rhea, I think does better in the chase mode. You ask me, I want all hell to break loose. No Io, no Stephanie. Liv comes back. This is my shit. Nobody wins. Walks out, strap. Everybody goes home. No champion.
Live,
That's
I
just
love
me,
you.
but that's just not
I
gonna happen.
love you, Liv. We all live, but
That's
we
right.
love Liv, but she's still recovering, and we want Liv Morgan at the best and all healed. So
Yeah.
wait till the Rumble, bro.
But I do agree with you with the Stephanie part. Again, it may not be on her, but like it's like you as a fan, you want to be invested in the character. What's making me like love you, hate you? Like it just and you off and on, and I'm trying to find a reason to get behind you. You know that if for you to say I know of her more from NXT than on the Raw roster, then that's an issue. Not saying that that's on her, but it's like it goes back to the writing, what they have for her. Was she injured in the process? Why she didn't sign a contract last week, but she pulls up to NXT, like little things like that. But she says she's healthy, she's good to
Yeah,
good to go. And let's see. But now this could be the springboard to now her new character development.
I know. Just Stephanie's gonna do good in the business. She's gonna soar.
Yeah.
She's gonna do well, and I think further, like I could see her doing a feud. She could do a feud further with Rhea. I
Yeah.
believe she could have a feud with Rhea when she gets healthy. A feud with Liv Morgan when Liv comes
And there's
back.
still no Bianca.
No Bianca, but you know who I
That's
really think.
crazy, bro.
You know who I think that she could really work with, like ring chemistry. Ring chemistry. Her and I think her when she heals Zoe Stark, they have
Okay.
that will be really good. Her and Zoe Stark have some good chemistry in the ring, but
I mean, listen, we haven't mentioned her yet, but Raquel, like the Raquel Roxanne, could be something for Steph. I think Raquel is going to be a champ at some point in time. But
Roxanne and Stephanie have NXT history, so that builds
there
off
you
itself.
go.
So that might be your little rivalry right there from NXT to now.
Mhm.
From Sasha and Bayley to Charlotte. Charlotte and Becky, and then we
Mhm.
have Roxanne and Stephanie. So
So is this Tiffany thing like legit, or I read it in real time? Oh, she's not cleared. I don't know if it's
yeah,
legit
I think it's not clear. I don't know if it's from the match on Friday
with Jade, right?
against Jade. That match. I saw clips of it. I mean, sorry, I was out. I was outside, but I saw the rematch, the clips of it. But it was a really interesting when she took that backflip off the top rope.
Mm.
But I was like, oh, but I'm not a doctor. It looked like a really good match. She really performed it all. She performed
Mhm.
very good with Jade. The outcome I thought of the match, I was expecting, Jade to hold the title, but Nia Jax. Nia
Yeah.
Jax. And I almost called it like it was 3-1-1, Mary J, 4-1-1, Method Man.
Well, you did say that if it were up to you, as opposed to Jade and Tiffany running it back one more time, you do that, but you implement Nia Jax to be a triple threat match. Now, we could be getting that when we're not getting that on Saturday,
We not.
which you could. So a lot of people are not on the card. I want to tell you, man, put her and him on the card. No Dom on the card, like the double champ is
Oh,
not at WrestlePalooza. Come on, man, that's
speaking
but
of
yeah,
Dom,
if they go triple threat, and then if we're gonna see the legitimacy of the Tiffany injury or why she's not cleared,
yes,
I hope she's back in time.
word.
But that means it's Tiffany time running out is the question.
Tiffany's talented. Tiffany's very great to watch.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to be fair. Like I think it's rightfully so. We want Jade to get the title so it can like help her, build her. Like when Tiffany took the strap from Nia, uh, when she had the title, it really gave her a push. It really gave her like more of a push against her building her confidence. We saw NXT. We saw her with the Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany took that title and she built even up to more of her, her persona of, the blonde, but also this is
Yeah.
a blonde that can fight. This is a blonde that can scrap.
Mm-hmm.
She can work. She had the motion to work with how she's talking on the mic. She's working with, we saw how everything went with Charlotte Flair, but to Tiffany, that was one of her best matches. And then, sad to say, I know we don't have. It would have been nice to see her against, a Bianca, maybe against her against
Mm-hmm.
Io, excuse me. But it's just the way how the dice rolls and injuries happen, and her and Jade, the match on Friday was a really good match, like how it was on SummerSlam. But I really just wanted to see, like, if this, like, Tiffany, will she what will happen, when Tiffany drops the strap? Is she still going to pursue? Is she going to get someone else? Is this give a push to Jade? Is she going to
Mm,
get that same recognition? But I got hold it down. I know the SmackDown women's roster, a lot of them are really injured, but they're working with what they got. Put Chelsea Green further into that.
that's right.
Do we put, someone else help within that? So, the women's roster I know is kind of like in SmackDown. Some of them are hurt, some of them injured, but they working with what they got. I know it's just sometimes it could be very frustrating.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Even Noob, excuse me, Noob said the SmackDown women's roster division it has been a mess. Um, you talk about Tiffy, you talk about Jay, you talk about Naya, talk about Chelsea Green. Who else am I missing
You
on?
got Michin, Julia.
Oh, Meechin, Julia, Charlotte, Alexa.
You got Piper Nevins,
Uh,
Zelina.
okay, Zelina.
You got Zelina. So
And I think to your point about if Nia Jax does get into this match, this eventual match, it's a way to protect Tiffany
mhm,
because I know she hasn't lost since she won the belt, but you can have Nia take if she's gonna lose the strap, you have Nia take the pin and Jade win the match. That's what that would be my thinking to do this because we've seen Tiffy and Nia before. We've seen Jade and Tiffy twice, and we've seen Jade and Nia a few times. So they all like just they go back and forth. But it's like knowing what's going on with the Women's World Championship, I just don't know if they pull the trigger to change the strap off of Tiffy unless she's legit hurt and she ain't gonna be around. That's one thing. But would you have a new Women's World Champion on one show and a new SmackDown champion on the other show at the same time? Like we're both changing the champions. Like I think they'll let the Raw champion go first, and then they'll pick a spot for Tiffy to drop the title. Um, Send Io, Asuka, and Kyrie Sane to SmackDown because Julia is the only Joshi wrestler on the show. Look, she's the United States champion. Am I bugging?
she is.
And I don't know what they're doing with her either.
I feel like it was too. Like I said before in the shows last week, it's too early. It was too early. Too early for her to drop
I
this.
know, but you gotta do something. I don't even unless I'm out too much or I don't see it. I just don't know what the story is. And I'm not saying
So
she's not good. She's good. Just
very.
I need a compelling story. Like you said, rivalry, spark. You know, when Chelsea won the US title last year, it had a thing. It had a spark. I think, oh shit, and plus her character made it uh worthy to watch what's going on. Then it went to Zelina, and that was dope too. But once it got on Julia, it's been like,
I think.
um,
Yeah, I know. She really didn't have any title defenses right now. I think they're doing something with Julia against Michin, so they might put the U.S. title strap on Michin.
okay,
Michin's angle is tough. Got the kendo stick.
mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a different direction. Maybe it will give more of a push. She's always, her B Fab. That's another one. B Fab.
Okay,
Always on SmackDown. She's always throwing that kendo stick. She's like hardcore. I always say it like she always got the handle sticks like she's hardcore. She's like the women's version of Tommy Dreamer. If you know, you
mm,
know. So
yeah,
she's always been fighting for that U.S. title. Against Chelsea. She lost against the Chelsea at Saturday Night Main Event. She's
mm-hmm.
always been going after that title. Um, it will be interesting to see if they might try to work it with Michin and see how can she possibly give more of a push. Maybe they're just gonna shuffle around like, all right, maybe with Julia is not working. Let's try it with Michin. So
Mm-hmm.
we're waiting.
Um, a few more before I let you go. Do you like the idea of? Because now we're seeing Finn Balor becoming a true hater of Dominic Mysterio, just a flat out hater. Um, do you think it would be smart or wise that we know it's Kaiser with the El Grande mask? We know, I would think we all know that. Do you think it should come to a point where Kaiser reveals this El Grande Americano, but then like attack Dom, like, hey, you've been winning because of me. Now it's like you owe me.
Mm,
Now I want to be the one to take away that Intercontinental Championship because Kaiser ain't doing shit right now either. So now you can build him up to be the guy to take off the strap of Dom Mysterio. I still want to your idea. I still want Dom and John Cena at the Garden for the IC title.
okay.
That's been getting some steam online. I don't know who's been watching and following us, but you said that last week.
Yes, I did.
Um, but do you think it'd be cool of an idea for when that time comes? Kaiser reveals he's one of the El Grande people and goes to Dom and says, "Yo, you've been winning because of me. It's one day it's gonna be me and you for the title." Because we saw Rusev, I guess, challenge him
Yeah, he's
on
saying
Raw tonight.
title. Yeah, he's like enjoy it because I'm coming for that title. I would like to. It would be pretty interesting to see Ludwig in the Intercontinental title discussion. Have him in the race. You know
Mm-hmm.
him, Rusev in the race. Dom, Rusev, and Grande, Ludwig. And this all ties in with his loyalty, Dom's loyalty. Where does it lie? Because his loyalty is all for America, El Grande Americano. But
Mm,
as Finn said, you're a member of the Judgment Day. So where is your real loyalty behind? So
that's right.
this is gonna probably tease out to saying like, Dom, who's your real family, and who's your family going to really look out that you neglected the ones who took you in. Now you're on this high horse. You got two championships, but guess what? We were here for you when you were here. Now you're one of the last. There's only two lasting members of the Judgment Day, and that's Finn and Dom. So
Mm,
this is gonna cook later on to Finn and Dom. Eventually, somewhere down the line, they're gonna throw hands at each other, and it might be, but that's still for that IC title. We don't know if I think Dom will still be very much heavily over, especially when Liv comes back. So we're
yeah.
really looking forward to how that is and where the divides will happen. So the multiverse and the Judgment Day has so many strings, so many parallels, because it all will happen when certain people come back,
Hmm.
certain people faces somebody, and those events will happen.
Yeah. Sidebar: were you surprised that Andrade got released?
Hmm. It's kind of like damn, but
Like out of nowhere, like, yeah.
I'm like damn, but you gotta like look like when he came back, the man was the man was hot like Buzz Lightyear when he came to Andy's room. But
Mhm.
I mean, those matches with him and Mello, like I said, I told y'all in the group chat, Andrade and Mello, when they had those 3, 4 matches, they fed third world countries in all shapes and form. And it was hot, man.
Mhm.
But I think if they would have had him, Ray Phoenix, win something for the tag team titles or the AAA tag team titles, I think that would have made them really good. Like you would have had someone from the W win the AAA tag titles, especially from the Luchador brand.
Mhm.
That would have been really good. You would have used them on AAA. That would have really been something big. But
Well, the rumor was that they wanted him to, again, rumor. Okay, I don't know shit. The rumor is that they want him to be part of the AAA thing, and he was like, "No, I'm good. I don't want to be part of." Again, just a rumor. We don't know, but that's what's being floated. We don't know that I'm hearing disciplinary actions like, oh, okay, he wasn't responsive to the people, and then like, oh, I don't know. So it just came out of nowhere. Um, it's not like he asked for his release or whatever the case may be. Just one day, boom, Andrade release. I'm like, oh shit, like damn. I just
Yeah,
like um this run, you know, they did not utilize him the way we all thought it could have been. A lot of key matches were not like he just I don't know what it was. You mentioned with Carmelo, great matches, great series, but it's like after that, it just a lot of stop and go. And
yeah.
I'm not blaming him. It's like a lot of stop and go with a very talented guy like him. And it's
US
like boom. Now does he go back to AEW? Does he go to
TNA.
what TNA is a part
I
of
know,
the
I
E?
know.
Is he, Ring of Honor? Like
Yeah, it's like it's just very sad to see. He was very
'cause he'll be the first guy to go from the E to AEW back to the E and then back to fucking AEW.
oof.
That'd be crazy.
Ah man, it's a tough world, especially you trying to make it as a superstar. But man, it's really tough. Like what the fans need or what the fans want is like, yo, when you're hot, and cold. Hey, it's tough.
Yeah,
It's
and
really
then you be on that bench like
yeah, magic. You're like no
no
offense,
burn.
you're like Jeremy Lin, 2012
Mm-hmm.
when he was hot. Man, they was like, all right, you got this. Now here's your you play against Kobe. Let's see what you do.
Yep.
Okay, you can stay. Then what happened? Second year, Melo came back, Amari came back. I mean, respect,
Mm-hmm.
respect. But
Did we touch up on the ending of Raw with the Jey Uso thing?
yeah,
And we did in the beginning, right?
yeah. In the beginning, it's gonna. Well, let's double back. What do you think that Jay? He was on the phone.
With
Interesting
somebody.
comment. He was on the phone with. I think it might been. It would have been Roman or
Okay, let's be on some Law and Order shit. Who was Jey Uso talking to on the phone?
who is he talking to? I think
The
he's talking.
options.
I think it's either Roman Reigns. I think it might be he could be talking to Jacob Fatu,
Okay.
or he could be talking to The Rock.
I was gonna say I was gonna say Dwayne. I was gonna say Dwayne.
So
Okay.
if I think it's really turning Jay in this bloodline story.
So
And
whoever he's talking to,
yes,
what is it that you think they're trying to do or portray with Jay as if all right, he's getting some orders through a phone. Jimmy is saying, "Yo, bro, you ain't talking to me like that. You ain't got the Ula
a
follow around
follow.
your neck.
Mm,
Stop telling me what to do.
yeah,
You
I'm the
know, and
oldest brother by how many seconds?
I'm the older brother. Like, yo, bro, who you think you are? You
I'm
know."
the good Jay. Ooh, so
So my
that's
thing is, why would Jay be taking orders from somebody over the phone in general to portray this new character of like, yo, I'm the head dude in charge. I'm the tribal chief. Like, it's not really much options besides Roman Reigns. It ain't no Paul Heyman. Um, you said The Rock and Jacob.
yeah.
Did Jacob be talking on the phone like that to Jay?
Probably giving them some real killer instinct because ain't no one got killer instinct more than like Jacob Fatu.
And again, I was watching on the phone, so I don't know what was said, but did they show the kind of convers like what was Jay saying on the phone?
I think it was kind of hard to hear because the
Oh,
crowd
so like a real quick thing, and
it was like a real crowd. Then when Jimmy came, he was like, "I'll talk to you." I think
uh
someone quoted the dialogue; they were able to just dissect it. But I feel like it's really to the sense of don't quote me on this if you want. I don't know.
oh,
We got Yeet, but guess what? Saying that Jay's trying to be this tribal chief, but guess what? It's not the tribal chief. It's the tribal Yeet.
trouble, yeah,
Tribal Yeet. So what if the tribal Yeet is really trying to make his own persona. I mean, like I said, in this different variants of the Bloodline story. The Bloodline story is thinking like like don't we thought it died. Everyone thought it was gonna die when Roman lost the title,
Mm-hmm.
but this thing keeps on feeding. Even without a Roman with a championship, Roman without a family, even with we saw it with Solo. Solo brought his own bloodline. He created his own bloodline. Jimmy and Jay. Jimmy
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy had he broke off with his brother, turned on his brother, and what happened? You know, no yeet. He started coming his own persona. So what if Jay is trying to find his own, but also too, if Jay got that push to be the champion, if Jay got that push, if got the he was given the keys to, shoot off to the moon and carry it on, Yeetamania, as we said it. What
Mm-hmm.
if we're trying to see a new way? Like, what if Jay, after his conversations with Roman from, SummerSlam, after they were talking, what if, Jay is saying, what if I took advice from the head honcho who held his company down for 5 years? You know, as he said, you got to stop being friendly. You help a lot of people out, but at the end, you always get shafted. You against Gunther, you helping out Cody. You always want to. You helped out CM Punk. Look what that got you. So
And that's why I feel like whoever is on the phone with Jay can't be a good guy. So like, so when you say, yo, man, yo, you helped out this guy and he didn't do shit with you or for you, then you gonna help out this guy, yo, and this guy and that guy, like, yo, bro, stop doing this shit. Look out for yourself. That's that that would sound like coming from a heel, not a Roman Reigns, not a Jacob Fatu. I'm not saying it is The Rock, but that verbiage, that kind of conversation of like, yo, man, look out for yourself, bro. You helping out these guys and they ain't doing shit for you, man. Stop it.
the
Would sound
tribal
like it's coming from a Rock kind of person and not because I think you're seeing a twist into the Jey Uso character. He's still yeeting, but it's not like as colorful as it was during the WrestleMania run. He's wearing black more than the colorful oranges and the sky blues and this and that.
white, yeah.
So now he's toning that down. I do this still, but I now have like I have a newfound attitude. Like, yo, you know, it's about me now. It's about me. And if I have to tone down what I'm doing with the yeast stuff to really be on that path to get my championship belt back or whatever, be a tribal chief or tribal yeet, then that's what I'm gonna do.
The birth of the tribal yeet is coming.
Um,
The tribal yeet is coming.
last 2 points before I get you out of here. Anybody else watching? 150 people chimed in the video, watching us on X and YouTube. Thank you. We really appreciate it. Quick podcast note. I think we should be good for Friday after SmackDown, barring any changes. And we are most certainly going to be on the show following WrestlePalooza on Saturday. Um, Daniel, salute. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. We're gonna wrap it up with two more topics. So yeah, following SmackDown on Friday, whether myself, Kenny, and Terrence, or a combination of the three, and then we'll be live following WrestlePalooza on ESPN on Saturday. So I had Terrence on the show on Saturday, and
Okay.
you weren't here. And obviously, the big thing was WrestleMania 43 going to Saudi Arabia. So I
Mm.
want to get your quick thoughts because people are already fantasy booking WrestleMania 43 with the legends coming back and Undertaker this and Shawn Michaels that and give me The Rock and Roman Reigns and give me CM Punk and Stone Cold. It's going crazy on the socials, but we know 42 is in Vegas next year. So Saudi Arabia, gets the Royal Rumble next year and WrestleMania 43 the following year. So your quick thoughts on WrestleMania going to Saudi, which is the first ever WrestleMania outside of Canada and the United States.
Well, I can't say that I'm very much thrilled,
Yeah,
but
because you don't look it, bro.
I mean, look,
You don't look thrilled.
I understand to break points. It's the first time ever, but man, it's just I feel like a lot of things prior that
Mhm.
was going to happen to the future WrestleManias, but
You're not
and
surprised, are you?
like now you putting all the chips together, like everything tied in. I mean, we had lead ups last year. We was expecting New Orleans, WrestleMania in New
True.
Orleans, and that would have I thought that would have been really big. But I mean, look, when you have someone that you go, I mean, they've been to Saudi a good times within the last
Yeah.
3 years versus how they did before. Now I get it. Fans are all over the world. By all means, that's fair. But man, it was just like saying, "Hey, we're gonna take away WrestleMania from New Orleans." I know you guys was gonna say he's gonna put there. I know The Rock came out and cut a promo, but we're gonna give you Money in the Bank instead. So, and the
Yo,
big
they did 13 shows in Saudi Arabia.
that's a lot.
I'm sorry. Hold up. Hold up. That's they did 13 pay-per-views or PLEs. They did one SmackDown. I'm
They did
sorry.
all
No, two SmackDowns, one Raw. So that's six, 16 shows. So they've done 16 shows.
well.
If you're counting Raw, SmackDown, and the PLEs, no house shows. So 16 shows.
I get it. You want to, like I said, every fan deserves a chance to see if they want to, they want to see their favorite superstars, their favorite source of entertainment, by all means. But man, it's just like, you take something from here, there's like, all right, we're going to put it here. I feel like this was done by the highest bidder. I mean,
Mhm.
for this case, hey, we know you got fans here and so, this might be good, but guess what? These guys are paying us much more, and they're paying it by each, not in all collectives. They're paying us each 250 or $270 million each for each pay per view.
The
So
rumor is 350 total for Rumble and WrestleMania. I think Rumble got 100 mil and 250 mil for WrestleMania.
that's still a lot of money. So I guess for this case, the money really. So they was like,
Talks.
oh, talks, and they was like, oh, you want to go to New Orleans? Here's $250 million. We want WrestleMania. Okay, say less. And I just, for one thing, I'm just like, does this really take toll on everything in the atmosphere? Now, I'm not one to talk about one's lifestyle, one's way of living, but it just, I feel like, I mean, some of them pull off the creative bonds. Bianca Belair, shout outs to that, creativity. But I feel like with this money and they pay for the event, this just acts more like, all right, so we get WrestleMania. This is what we want. These are our demands. But like some of these demands, I'm like, realistically, I don't know if we can meet this because, her one, they want Shawn and Taker. One time, I'm like, Shawn got a back that he's got injured. He got knees. Taker, he said he's not doing no bumps. So he's just probably coming out and give a choke slam last
Yeah.
night, and that's it. Stone Cold, because he's physically not able to.
But
He
bro, the money's out there. If they say, yo, Rock, I got a blank check for you, bro. Stone Cold, I got a blank check for you. I get it. It's a hard number to turn down, whatever that number is, but it's like
the
in
longevity.
2025, love Undertaker, but they don't need to be in there. Love Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels getting fucking hip replacement, bro. Two of them. Like, I don't need you in the ring, bro. Like, come on. Like, nah, like him. love you, Sean. No. Taker, love you. No. The only guy that should be in the ring because of what we've been able to see is The Rock. Because I've seen you in the ring. I've seen your physique. I've seen all of that. Everybody else that's been mentioning like Kurt Angle and this, and now I'm like, even Stone Cold, they're gonna offer Stone Cold the money. He's almost 60 years old. I don't want my goat to be in the ring. I'm like, all right, bro, all right, Stone Cold, what, a match? You want 15, 20 minutes at 60 years old for any of these guys? You telling me, oh, give me Stone Cold and CM Punk? You think I want to see AJ and Shawn Michaels now? Nah, Taker and who? Taker and who? Brock Gunther? Like,
Are you crazy?
no,
But
no,
it's just like I'm like, are you really just going after you want a nostalgia purpose, but not understanding that these wrestlers that we want, that we loved, we glorified, are human, and age has no time
yeah,
limit for no man and no person. But also too, not trying to shine away. I love these guys. These are my era. But doesn't this all take away from the talent and everything new that we
yeah.
want to see within the company? Like, what happened of building all the people
The
that
new
have
people, the
the
new
new people,
stars.
giving them shine? Now you're just having them face against, old legends just for a good entertainment match. It's not
Hmm.
really aligning with the actual story and the motive, the motion. This WrestleMania is just we pay out, we pay you, we choose what we want to see, not going along with your story or so. You can do that another time. We want to
Hey,
see what we have now.
I
But
mean, they got the influence because I don't think on a regular day the E would have said, "All right, we're going to crown Jewel and we're going to bring Goldberg. We're going to put Kane and Taker against Shawn and Triple H." No, that was probably the Saudis like, "Yo, I want to see, you know, the throwback people, the veterans." But like to your point, you got to build today's stars. Like you can do that, but I think, like I said, the only person that I want to see that could be active is The Rock, and you got to get The Rock and Roman Reigns match. That might be the site for Rock and Roman in the biggest WrestleMania star-studded of all time. That's not even in the United States because the money talks. That's gonna be a tough one to turn down. But I'm not shocked. I'm just more. I'm more disappointed that like a London did not get it. Um, I'm more disappointed that they double backed on New Orleans to go back to Vegas because
I'm still mad
that was
about
a money grab.
that.
Um,
I feel like all of them, all this right now is money grab. The only fair one that I see is War Games that's going to San Diego.
bro, like they even cutting back on the house shows with the Garden, the Christmas,
It's
or
been,
they even adding more bread to for Cena's final Raw at the Garden.
bro, Randy, you know how much a
Oh,
ticket is? I've been looking at those tickets, yo, because if anything, I go to the Garden. I go to the Garden by myself. I don't go probably go with somebody. A ticket by myself, I would be sitting in the 400 sections in Madison Square Garden.
with
No,
with Sting.
with Sting,
That's right.
with the Crow, all that. But I would have been paying 200 $271 for one ticket.
For the Garden for Monday Night Raw.
Yes, that's the cheapest
Wow.
ticket. And I'm just like, the most. If I want a good ticket in the 200s, Randy, within that in the mid 200s, when I saw the cage match between Seth and CM Punk,
Hmm.
I'm shelling out at least $435. That's for one ticket.
And now it's because it's John Cena. You want to see John Cena's final appearance at the Garden?
But man, I'm just
Yeah.
like,
And
yo,
for all that, I want a promo. I want a match. I don't want to see Cena go out there and do no promo. And I said he better be fucking fighting his ass off.
and stuff in the garden already gonna be expensive. When
Of
Cena's last
course.
match, those shirts that are usually $40 when you buy at the
Hmm.
garden, those joints are gonna be at least
Shirts, collector's cup,
$60.
The chairs, the
$60.
headband.
A regular wrestling T-shirt, fans that know, is either $30 or $40 when you buy it. But John Cena's last one, oh, we're gonna shell out.
That's
Let
right.
alone $60 for a shirt, a 2XL shirt, $60.
You better believe it.
Man, you can see my wallet. You can see the time is now. It's 10:57, and I please.
About wallet. Oh, can't see it. Can't see shit. Oh man.
I can't see my wallet. I can't see these prices. I can't see a robbery.
My last point, my last question before I get you out of here. Not my original question or topic. I saw
Yes.
Matt Cardona put on Twitter earlier. I thought it was a good debate. Did you see it?
Is it the one with when I was rich? Like
No. Good. Good. Now I can catch you in real time.
okay, go ahead.
And we don't got to spend that much time on it. But if you just give me, he asked, what was the Mount Rushmore of the ruthless aggression era?
Moments?
No,
Mount Rushmore moments?
The wrestlers.
Wrestler.
When you hear ruthless aggression era,
Ooh.
who was on the Mount Rushmore? Again, not my original topic or question. I saw Matt Cardona put it up on Twitter earlier. So I answered. I want to see if you have the same for people.
Man.
And to help you out, the ruthless aggression was 02 to 08.
02 to 08. Man, like, you know, it's crazy how the ruthless aggression was really had longer longevity than the Attitude Era. But the Attitude Era is the most
Successful.
the most successful and deemed as the most greatness moment in wrestling, even though it had a short time stamp.
Yeah.
It just really, everyone really connects to the Attitude Era more because of what it birthed. But ruthless aggression was the longer one.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, it was really amazing. I would have to go my Mount Rushmore. I'm going one that already comes to my mind, Batista.
Okay.
Animal. Batista.
I had Batista as well.
Batista when he was on SmackDown. You know, not just one SmackDown Batista.
Yeah.
I walk alone, bro.
Yeah. Tight white turtleneck Batista.
World turtleneck.
That's right.
Shoot the cannons. G.I. Joe Batista. Yo, you can't have that without anything. Batista was definitely.
See, Ice comes on. He all late. Now you gonna tell me Rufus is better than? I don't know about.
I mean, it's a fair comparison, but
I know. Listen, if any era is going to compete with attitude, it is ruthless aggression. I don't care what anybody says. That is a very tough fucking era. But like you said, Ruthless had 6 years to 6, 7 compared to Attitude's 4, 5.
Yeah, so
because they always put 97 to 01, but if you start the little crumbs of 96 into 01, I give you 96 01.
2000, maybe.
Yeah,
but
even Daniel Ruthless had a better in-ring wrestling to me than the Attitude Era.
That's fair. That's kind of fair. That's kind of fair because
no, I'm not disagreeing with Daniel. I just said if you're gonna compare, what's to me, I'm always gonna have Attitude above Ruthless. Because bro, that again, I lived it in real time. It is, and again, Ruthless had dope ass wrestling, bro, and pay-per-views, it's just phenomenal. I'm talking about the fucking Attitude Era was going crazy, bro.
Yeah,
crazy on Monday, bro. Bro, the intro, the pyro, the music.
Without the Attitude Era,
the 20,000 signs in the building. You get Stone Cold, you get McMahon, you get DX, Shawn, Hunter, Taker, Kane, Mankind, The Rock, The Nation. Bro, I can go on. I'm forgetting a whole bunch of other people.
The Brood.
But I tell you this, everybody that was on the show had a story going on. Not like it never felt like filler. It never felt like filler. Like, oh, this match, oh, Goldust, oh, Ken Shamrock. Like, nah, everybody had its purpose to be on the show. Not saying it wasn't like that for Ruthless, but I think Ruthless in ring,
It was more advanced in
it
ring.
was more like, okay, now I can't say names until you tell me your Mount Rushmore, but I think the Attitude Era just a slight edge over Rufus. Attitude Era changed everything, bro.
Facts.
Mainstream.
Pop
Come
culture,
on,
like
Mike Tyson, bro.
school. You know how many
Okay,
times in school, you know how many times we saw middle fingers, we saw suckers, we saw if you smell what the rockets cooking. You know how many times kids will always ask you, yo, what is your name? It doesn't matter what your
yeah,
name
and we
is.
all got in trouble for it.
All got in
I
trouble.
got in trouble mad times.
I know you ain't watching that wrestling, watching all
Yep,
that. You not the
yep.
rock. Who you think you are? Stone Cold? Stone Cold ain't
And
got
to
ain't
to to to
paying
to
your bills. You in
to keep
school.
it real, like, and plus it was the Monday Night War, so that adds a different element. When Rufus came, it wasn't no WCW, wasn't no ECW. So in Attitude, I got ECW, WCW, Nitro, NWO. I gotta go get. That's what made it extra. Like, it made you feel like, damn, I got one remote control. I gotta watch one show. This is before social media, DVR. I mean, I'm in the crib on the VHS taping both shits. I tape Raw, I'll watch Nitro live or vice versa, and then go back to it, and then like I'll fast forward where I like erase, tape over. Like, that was what the content was at the time. Daniel, cross chops had kids. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they did.
Cross chops, suck it, this and that. Yeah, bro. Everybody got in trouble for that shit.
Uh,
Um, so
but
I want to return to you saying the your Mount Rushmore of the ruthless aggression era. You mentioned Batista. You got three left.
Batista's number one. My second one is going to John
Oh,
Cena.
okay.
John Cena, I mean, Thug from Thugonomics to the champions here. Cena was always in some top card matches, especially with the pay-per-views, New Year's
right.
resolution, Taboo Tuesdays.
Revolution.
Oh, Revolution, excuse me.
Revolution.
So, and One Night Stand, those
Oh
were
yeah.
some. So Cena, man, yo, you cannot say
Rob Van Dam.
Cena was definitely a part of.
That's a fact.
You cannot mention. I mean, Batista was the top guy on SmackDown. Cena was the top guy on Raw. That's fair to say.
All right, so you got Batista, you got John Cena. I need to know who. I had John Cena as well, so you're 2 for 2. I need to know who are your other two people.
I'm going with the rated R superstar Edge.
Okay, you're
Edge,
3 for 3 now.
Edge was when Edge came out as a rated R. That was very, it was different. Like he broke off from the Brood, broke off
Mm-hmm.
from Edge and Christian, and broke off from Rob Zombie when he came out. But then he came out with Lita, and he created a good feud with him and
Mm-hmm.
John Cena. Those matches fed two second world countries before third, but
That's right.
that's just the way it is. Edge, man, he really helped revolutionize, especially, and everyone remembers his music before.
Oh
On
yeah,
this day,
that's right.
I see clearly everything is. Come on, man, that is a hype song. I don't
Um,
care. You run on a treadmill, you play that.
also, some workout music. Edge, Metalingus.
Yeah,
Is it
Metalingus. Yeah, yo,
Metalingus?
him, Edge, Batista. Yo, you play that to
Of
get you hype,
course.
bro. I'm dropping 40 tonight. Maybe
You
not.
got Edge, Cena, and Batista. I need one more, fam, and we get out of here.
This is tough. I'm torn
And
between.
I'm very interested to hear what you're gonna say because right now you're 3 for 3 with what I had.
I'm torn because I have the obvious choice, but this one deserves it, especially the impact he made.
Mhm.
The impact he really made. But
Drum
I'm gonna have
roll.
to go. I'm gonna have to go with Randy Orton.
And you know what? I can't even get mad at you.
Randy
That
Orton.
wasn't my fourth. I can't.
I had Randy
I
Orton.
wanted to pick Orton so bad. I'm like, damn.
Randy Orton. Like, yo, you cannot tell me the Legend Killer, the Viper. He had those moments. He two major moments within
Mhm.
that time of the Ruthless Aggression era, and fused with Cena. You know, him going against the Undertaker. That was really good. And this is after when him leaving Evolution, becoming his own.
Mm.
So that was really, really good. And that's when we birthed the Viper to talking to himself, Randy, skinhead Randy,
Well, Legend Killer,
Legend Killer, excuse me.
then the Viper.
Vibe, yeah. But Legend Killer Randy was great to see.
But I'm
And
gonna tell you one name.
I
Er,
was, you know what name I was gonna say?
You tell me.
I was gonna say Eddie Guerrero.
Not even Eddie Guerrero.
I was gonna say Eddie because Eddie's match against Lesnar was a real motivational turning point, especially the the lie and cheat and steal moment with Eddie Guerrero was memorable. Everyone remembers that from the music. Viva la
Hmm.
raza. I don't care if you were Mexican or not. You remember that for the people, for Viva la Mexico. So, and then when he won that match against Lesnar at No Way Out,
Yeah.
greatness. And
But I
then
tell you this, bro.
I think I know you're gonna say,
I'll give you one guess.
uh,
Give
mm,
you one guess of who my last person on the Ruthless Aggression Mount
oh, I
Rushmore
think I know.
when I got Cena, Edge, and Batista already.
You probably got Shawn Michaels.
Good guess, but no.
Wow.
The other guess would have been Taker, but no. Um, Triple H.
Ooh. Oh.
Come on, bro. You
Whoo.
you you cannot talk about the ruthless aggression. I know he teeters into attitude as well, but
No,
Triple H
because
in the ruthless
evolution,
aggression era.
evolution, evolution. Triple H was
I got you. Hold on, hold on. Evolution. Main event of WrestleMania 18. He's world champion in WrestleMania 19, which he should have lost to Booker T.
should have, yeah,
He's in the main event of WrestleMania 20 as champion.
right.
He's in the fucking main event of WrestleMania 21 as champion.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the main event of WrestleMania 22 against John Cena. He was involved in the first 5 years of Ruthless. Like he was the guy. I know John was trust yeah. Triple H was involved in everything in that fucking era, bro. Not just I challenge for the belt or I'm tag champ. I'm IC. No, I was the fucking world champ. Mad times. I main evented mad WrestleManias. I was in the top storylines in one of the top factions in history. We birthed Randy Orton. We birthed Batista. I beefed with Shawn. I beefed with Undertaker. I beefed with everybody. Anybody get the Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio, all them guys. He did get hurt, right? So he did not main event or be a part of WrestleMania 23. And then he's in a championship match at WrestleMania 24 in '08. So he's involved with all of that shit. Still at the top of his game, right? So if I'm gonna pick a Mount Rushmore of the Ruthless Aggression era, John Cena, Batista, Edge, and Triple H. You mentioned earlier, like why Cena on point, why Edge on point, why Batista. I think I gave Batista over the Edge, no pun intended, over Orton because I think Batista was multiple time champion more than Randy in that era. I think Randy did not get the title until '07 at No Mercy. So by the time that happens, Batista's already. I'm good with Evolution. I won the Royal Rumble. I've been champion multiple times, so I'm giving Batista the edge over that. But Triple H in that era, come on, bro. You can't talk about Rufus without Triple H.
You're right. Fair. That's fair.
On that note, Kenny, I think we did a great job. Got some comments. Um, I know we'll be back on Friday. You'll be around Friday, right? After
Uh,
SmackDown.
yeah.
All right, and then Palooza. Need you at the Palooza.
Palooza.
That's gonna be something. Daniel, Batista Aura was unmatched. I want to spend more time on Batista, probably on the next one. Give him his love, his flowers, but yeah, he's not in the
An
Hall of
animal.
Fame yet, right?
Nope, but
Uh,
definitely going to be.
oh, yeah, definitely. Come on, bro. He's definitely going to be in there. He's not there yet, but definitely in that era of Ruthless, he was. Nah, no,
You don't
for
get the
sure.
ruthless aggression without Batista in it.
Yo, Batista, Edge, John Cena, and Triple H. Yo, Randy Orton,
Shawn
Undertaker.
Michaels.
Like I would have gave it to Brock, but Brock left in 04. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? He was up there. 02 to 04, Brock.
Respect to
After
Brock,
that,
but Brock was like 2 years if you look at it, 2 or 3 years.
and then
That's it.
Kurt Angle too. Kurt Angle was in that conversation.
He was,
Um,
but let's say this. Yeah, you have to put him in there, but some people look at it flawed because he was there, but then eventually he shifted and jumped to TNA prior. But
yeah, like I can't even say Jericho either. Jericho was good, but I don't think he
Jericho
was.
Jericho was good. I think Jericho had his stint with his like 2 year stint when he became the first United States champion, undisputed champion. Excuse me.
Yeah, as Daniel said, it's a shame Brock left before Batista became a main eventer. Oh yeah, that would have been a dope match.
That would have been interesting, but
Hey, doesn't mean you can't get it today. Like you never know. Hey, WrestleMania 43, Brock and
that's
Batista,
Saudi. That's
Saudi.
Saudi. That's Saudi talking. That ain't us.
Yeah, throw
Respectfully,
some
that's
bread
Saudi talking.
to Batista against Brock and do it at Saudi in 43.
Now, I'll tell you right now, if we was to hear "I Walk Alone" by Batista come out, you would have got a thunderous reaction.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. 0.0078% it'll happen. John Cena, Saturday main event, DC, December. You gotta have Batista pull up, bro. I'm not saying I'm
Heard
not
it
saying
here.
I'm not saying scrap. I'm just saying you can't have a DC show, John Cena's final match, and no Batista in DC. Like you can't do a little cameo, bro, a little
Batista
send
might
off.
might pull up to acknowledge.
I can't get a Batista send off for Cena. Come on, bro.
Mm.
If you're not gonna do my shit in Boston, my farewell in Boston or New York, in DC, yeah, I don't want to see Brock Batista with Batista's current lean weight. Yeah. Well,
He's Drax the Destroyer.
well, you put lean Batista against lean The Rock right now. Rock look mad lean. Kenny, I know you got to work tomorrow. I apologize. Follow the show. Follow Kenny at Cowabunga_K_E_N. Myself, Rated J Cruz, RANDY. Letter JCRUZ. Also find hold on, you think there you go. Find 2 out of 3 Falls Pod on both Instagram and TikTok. Give us a follow. We've been putting up some stuff on there last couple of weeks, began some good traction. Thank you guys for the support. SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music. Most importantly, go to youtube.com/Cruise Control Podcast. Go ahead, download, rate, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Show some love and support for you boys on the program until Friday night following SmackDown. Then we get into Palooza on Saturday. Kenny, my man, love you, bro, and I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Take it,
All
man.
right, I'll see you.